prince is infertile and can't get a woman pregnant. Plus, he has a rather bad reputation. Therefore, not a single noble lady in the capital is willing to marry him. He thought he was destined to be alone forever, but he fell in love at first sight with the marquis's legitimate daughter. What excited him even more was that, soon after, the emperor betrothed this marquis's daughter to him as his princess. Ever since the soft and fragrant princess entered his embrace, the supposedly sterile prince unexpectedly became fertile. Even more unbelievable, 1 month later, the princess was found to be pregnant. It turns out, the princess has an extremely fertile constitution. This is because, since her maidenhood, she has been taking maiden's elixir daily to nourish her body, all for the purpose of participating in the royal selection. 2 young ladies from official families participated in the selection. One was the cherished daughter of a prestigious marquis, the other was the illegitimate daughter of a lower-ranking official. The royal astrologer predicted one of them would give birth to a child of great fortune, continuing the royal bloodline. Prince Xian, without hesitation, chose the woman of higher social standing as his wife, even though the woman possessed a naturally fertile constitution. But because of King Xian's frail constitution, she gave birth to a child with a congenital disability, and ultimately died tragically by his sword. Filled with resentment, she was reborn the day before the selection. This time, she vowed to change her fate, but she never would have imagined that King Xian would choose a lowly official's concubine-born daughter, and she was pregnant with Prince Xian's child. The woman then realized that Prince Xian had also been reborn, and he had been reborn even earlier than her, because in the previous life, the woman had not given birth to a child of destiny. Prince Xian was certain that the one who could bear his fortunate child, the one who would help him ascend to the position of crown prince, must be this minor official's concubine-born daughter. Therefore, he made advances on her in advance. The emperor, upon learning they were having a child, flew into a rage. He felt their actions had disgraced the royal family, but with the arrival of Guan Xiaofuxing, he had no choice but to give them his blessing. Thus, the woman was given in marriage to Prince Jing, who suffered from a hidden ailment, and if she could not conceive within 3 months, then the Su family would be guilty of defying the imperial decree. But the woman was not afraid, because she had already made preparations. Eldest brother is naturally sterile, he loathes women. Su Jinshi, if you marry him, you will never have children. The Su family will be executed. Every last one of you. He Yanxiu. In my past life, I could not bear a blessed child. Because of your weak young energy, even if you marry another, you are destined to remain childless. Just you wait. Soon, the woman married into Prince Jing's manor, but while she was half asleep, she called out Prince Xian's name. This instantly made Prince Jing incredibly jealous. He thought his princess loved his brother. You are sharing my wedding bed, yet you call out my third brother's name. The woman just dreamt of how Prince Xian harmed her in her past life, but she could not explain it to Prince Jing. Prince Jing did not like to force things, so he planned to tell his father tomorrow. Let them divorce soon. The woman thought that if within 3 months, she could not conceive Prince Jing's child, then his entire Su family would be doomed, so he had to win back the Prince Jing's favor quickly. Unbeknownst to him, Prince Jing had already fallen for him at first sight. He would often stare at his portrait in the study, lost in thought. But Prince Jing misunderstood, believing the woman was infatuated with Prince Xian. Therefore, when the woman entered the study, he quickly hid the portrait, and feigned indifference towards her. What are you doing here, Your Highness? Since our wedding night, you have not returned to the main courtyard for half a month. Today, please dine with me in the main hall. If you are fond of my third brother, why bother pretending to please me? From now on, I will stay at the villa. You can leave, so that I can conceive a child and give birth to a blessed child soon. The woman immediately started crying pitifully. The love-struck Prince Jing, seeing the woman's tearful face, immediately felt his heart ache. The woman said if she can't bear an heir, it will implicate her entire family. She is my wife now. I should cherish her. But her heart belongs to my third brother. From now on the 1st and 15th of each month, I will dine with you in the main hall. But I won't stay the night. Alright. Well, tonight happens to be the 15th. I will await your highness. Watching the woman's departing figure, the prince felt his soul almost entirely captivated by her. Night soon fell. Hoping the prince would stay the night in her chambers, the woman added something to the prince's mung bean soup. When the prince arrived, she tenderly offered to feed it to him herself. The prince was almost completely charmed again. She thought her plan was about to succeed, but at the crucial moment, the guards outside called him away. I have important matters to attend to. You eat first. Don't wait for me. Your Highness, tonight. I will make you a late night snack. You must come back, okay? It seems I have to try a different tactic to fulfill the plan of bearing a blessed child as soon as possible. The princess is going all out. She timed the prince's entrance perfectly, and deliberately hid behind the screen to change her clothes. Seeing this graceful silhouette, the prince instantly became flushed. Hearing a sound, the princess, he ran out in a panic, but the prince remained unmoved. To keep him there, the princess had to go all out. She pretended to stumble, and fell right into his arms. An intensely intimate atmosphere filled the air. As their eyes met, everything was unspoken. The prince carried the princess to the bed. She thought everything would naturally progress, but he only tucked her in. Then, citing official business, he prepared to leave. Your Highness. My lord. I have been having nightmares lately. I keep hearing strange noises in the palace. Your Highness. Could you stay with me tonight? I can sleep in a separate bed. Alright. Your ears are red. I do not believe you. You do not like women. The next morning, the prince awoke to the scent of gardenias. But he was shocked to discover that despite his hidden ailment, he had. So he immediately got up and dressed, ordering his guards to prepare him an ice bath. Seeing this, the princess consort pouted smugly. She wanted to see how long the prince could endure this. The Empress Dowager then summoned the princess consort and the prince and princess of Xian into the palace. The Empress Dowager announced that the imperial astrologer had predicted one of the two princesses consort was naturally fertile and destined to bear a blessed child. So she asked the imperial astrologer to check their pulses to determine which princess it was. The woman, through memories of her past life, knew clearly that this national teacher was a disciple of the divine Dr. Yi, was using his master's prophecies to deceive people. He had no idea who could give birth to the blessed child, so he started scheming. Seeing that Princess Xian was pregnant, he pointed to her. Just as they were gloating, only the women knew that someone like Prince Xian, born with weak yang, no matter whom he married, could never father a healthy child. And in his past life, to protect the royal reputation, he specifically sought out a divine physician to conceal this matter. He never expected Prince Xian would blame him entirely for it. Ultimately, he met a tragic end. Now, reborn into this life, the woman only waits to see him become a laughingstock. Just then, the illustrious Princess Xian does not miss the chance to sow discord publicly, saying that even if he were the one destined to father a child of great fortune, the woman should not neglect her important duty to Yanxi. Prince Jing had been relegated to his study for half a month. The Empress Dowager flew into a rage upon hearing this. The woman quickly explained that Prince Jing was busy with official duties, and only occasionally stayed in his study. The Empress Dowager immediately scolded her. She warned her that producing an heir was the royal family's top priority, and ordered her to focus on bearing children for Prince Jing. Yes. Su Jinshi. Once I and Qinger have our blessed child, and ascend to the throne, I will make you wish you were dead. But can't die. Ever since the princess consort of Xian became pregnant, she has not been able to eat, and has been feeling unwell. Little does she know, there is something wrong with this pregnancy, but she is completely oblivious. She even lords it over me, relying on the fact that she is carrying a blessed child. She flaunts her power over me. Sister, should not you be resting in your chambers? Why did you invite me here for tea? I have heard that in sister-in-law's palace, there is a 10,000-year-old ginseng root. It is extremely precious. I hope, imperial sister-in-law, that you will give it to me. I heard the royal astrologer say that those who carry a blessed child will have a smooth journey from conception to birth. But I see you look pale and need 1,000-year ginseng to sustain the pregnancy. You are carrying a true lucky star. Su Jinshi, how dare you curse me? You. The princess consort was deeply offended by the woman's words. Already frail, she was so agitated that she went into premature labor at only 7 months, and her personal maid placed the blame on the woman. She said that Princess Xian's premature labor was caused by the woman. Prince Xian immediately accused the woman of attempting to harm the blessed child, and implored the emperor to thoroughly investigate. The emperor immediately decreed that if Princess Xian gave birth to the blessed child, he would appoint Prince Xian as crown prince, severely punish anyone who harms the blessed star. If the child born is not the blessed star, then Prince Xian will be guilty of deceiving the emperor. I swear this on my life. Qinger's child will definitely be the blessed star. The woman said if the blessed star is born, they will have 7 black moles on the soles of their feet, just like the alignment of 7 stars. Princess Xian's child is not a blessing, but before the woman could finish, Prince Xian immediately interjected, saying if this child is not a blessing, then he would ask his father, the emperor, to demote her to a commoner, and exile her to Lingnan. He Yanxiu. You are digging your own grave. She gave birth. But when the maid unwrapped the baby, she gasped in horror. Even Princess Xian, upon seeing her own newborn, was terrified. She believed she was carrying a blessed child, so how could she have given birth to a monster? So she insisted the midwife deliberately framed her. Your Highness, please see clearly, the little prince was born disabled. It was not this servant's doing. You dare curse my child. At this moment, the emperor, who was outside, saw that they were hesitant to bring the child out, so the Empress Dowager had a woman follow him inside to check. Your Highness, if the Princess Consort of Jin and the Empress Dowager see this child, we are finished. Su Jinshi. Once my Anqinger's lucky star is brought out, I will be crowned prince. You are dead. He Yanxiu. Your retribution is coming.